First rule of thumb. Hey guys, first rule of thumb for an AC unit. Make sure all the electricity is flowing like it's supposed to be. Right now, I have a working AC unit. I originally thought it was a capacitor. These are the capacitors right here, right? And I was like, well, what's going on? The capacitors look all right, but this thing right here, this is a contactor. It wasn't energizing. And I was receiving 240 volts, which I'll show you on the bottom. If I connect those two together, if I turn on my multimeter, I'm going to connect these two together on the bottom. That's 240 volts, and here's 240 volts right there, right? 241. Anyways, it wasn't receiving power to the top, which if I put my leads at the top, right there, it's 240 now. But this thing right here, this contactor in the middle, this is a contactor. This thing, it connects this to that. This contactor wasn't pressing up against those two. Whenever this right here, whenever you turn off your thermostat, say you turn off the cool, then this thing will pop out because these two leads energizes this thing, or this lead right here, whatever. Anyways, this gets energized and then it sends power to your unit, which causes it to work. Well, I backtracked the whole system, checked my thermostat on the inside. Everything was reading great. And I went out here and all I did was I tightened these wires down, and this thing right here, as soon as I tightened this up more, I took it off and tightened it back on, this energized. So the problem with this thing was the fact that it had a loose wire. That was it. That was the only problem with this unit. So thankfully everything's good, and I didn't have to replace any parts whatsoever. And so good day. I finally got cool air. Something as simple as a loose wire can cause you problems in your system. So awesome.